This is the Transformers masterpiece MP26 Road Rage by Takara Tomy, the Cybertron ground air combatant. MP26, it is obviously a redeco of the MP25 tracks, and I think this figure is the first fembot in the line for Takara Tomy and Hasbro. Road Rage. Back then it was a sort of mail away special order figure which you got with that repaint of skids, and it was really a repaint of tracks, and it was only, I think, natural that Takara Tomy would do a repaint of their tracks mold into Road Rage. And you know what? I am actually very, very pleased with this figure. It wasn't a direct repaint. They changed a couple things here and there, which really make the figure very unique and a great part of your masterpiece collection. Now, she comes with a trading card. It's very nice. Think of it. I thought RC would be the first fembot for this line, but Road Rage, the first fembot. Here is the very similar coin with different head, but very similar packaging. You get that bonnet of the Corvette Stingray. She also comes with the two pairs of the side view mirrors, which I didn't put with tracks or wheel jack. And here is the very detailed Takara Tomy set of instructions, just like tracks. Oh, but it doesn't come with a flight stand. It's as it says, MP25's flight stand. That's one thing they changed about this figure. So the figure does not have a flight stand, but it does retain this blaster in vehicle mode, which I'll show you later to attach. Twin cast, which is a repaint of blaster. Interesting, very, very nice. One thing you will immediately notice on this particular figure, the two major things they changed is the new head sculpt, the more fembot, feminine head sculpt, and the toy accurate blaster, which is what I was missing with the Trax figure. The Trax figure had a very show accurate gun, which was fine. I know they were trying to go for that, but this is a nice touch. This is a nod to that G1 toy that Takara Tomy is just really spoiling the fans with this thing, and I absolutely love it. Most of you know my very first Transformer figure was Trax, and I took it along with me, and I am so familiar with this gun because I had it on him. I'd peg it on his bag, I'd peg it underneath. There's a peg right there that you could peg onto the back side of the car. Now this one, they've modified the gun. This is and it feels like you slid it on his fist, and that's how it worked. This one, you slide it on her hand, and there are tabs that tab onto that groove right there, or that slot right there. Now for vehicle mode, you can do it this way. I'll show you later to store it. I suppose you can store it also in robot mode. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. Oh no, you can't, because the doors are blocking the way. So, is there any mold degradation? There's a little bit of mold degradation. There's a looseness in the shoulders, which is fine. It's not a deal breaker. One thing I will comment is some of the red pieces on this particular figure feel like they're knockoff plastic, like the feet. Very light. The shoulder joints, look at that. The way it's done in red, it feels like a knockoff. But everything else, the glossy bits, fenders, the back side of the car, the doors, they feel great. They feel legit. They feel like plastic worthy of a masterpiece figure. So articulation for this figure is exactly the same. We're not going to dwell too much on that. The transformation is the same, but I will still show you how to transform it. Scale-wise, it's the same. I'm not going to bring in Optimus Prime and Trax and everybody else, but it's the same. You can look it up on the internet. As I said, I just wanted to point out the differences that they've added. So paint apps are different. Obviously, there's more black and red. There's not blue. The white plastic they use is very, very nice. This is like bone ivory white, and I love it. There's a lot. It's a lot more white with the fist and the shoulders and the elbows and over here, but that's fine. Paint apps on the head sculpt, fantastic. I mean, this could pass for Chromia or Elita 1. Very, very nice head sculpt. I love it. The blue plastic they use for the wings, phenomenal. I love it. It's got that Thundercracker vibe going with it, but very, very dark. The guns, I wish they would have kept this one white, but I guess staying true to the toy, they had to make it this color. Okay, so that's that. Really, really nice redeco. So let's try and transform her as quick as we can so we don't waste too much time and look at her in alt mode. So let's do the legs first. Swivel like that, and then push in the knees like that. That's how she's gonna stay in alt mode, I think. Yeah. Okay, and then the feet go this way. Same as these. Okay, and then go ahead and fold up the bonnet, halves of the bonnet, and then just have these things. This is a very, very flared up tab right there that you just have to, with enough force, push it in so that the legs are gonna stay in place. Okay, make sure the thighs are aligned before you transform. Okay, the legs are done. Rotate. Detach this piece right there. Go ahead and fold this chest piece. I'll go ahead and conceal the Autobot logo. They are robots in disguise. So to disguise the robot. More light, please. Go ahead and fold the head underneath. And just like with tracks, you can put twin cast there. That's great. I'm not really a big fan of that. That's fine, but okay, put it like that. And then I suppose we should do the doors. This, fold it down. Fold it here. There and there. That's the lower half or the front part of the car. Okay, onto the arms. We should transform her alone. You probably need to see her in flight mode. So let's do that first. Okay. Close this. Close this. That. The intake. Okay. And then you just have the arms off to the side. Like that. You gotta poke out the fins. And fold the mini guns or mini missile launchers. Attach the rear part of the vehicle, and there you have her in flight mode. And this is where you attach the gun, and the main gun stays here. Now, if you've probably noticed, that's where you stick that flight stand from MP25, and what Takara did, they put another hole here, So you could actually stick the flight stand right there, and it should still be okay, even with the gun underneath, which is so reminiscent of how it was in G1, the G1 toy. So yeah, that's the way to store it in alt mode. But in car mode, I don't think there's any way to store this, unless you, yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so let's get her in complete car mode. Okay, how's that? Okay, tab it in, and tab these guys in. Looking good. And there you go. There is Road Rage in her alt mode. Corvette Stingray, very red car. It still rolls okay. Very, very nice. You know what? If you already have the tracks and you know you're happy with it, you don't really need to pick this one up. But if you want to complete your masterpiece line, and you know you want an alternative, excuse me, an alternative version of tracks, because I'm a big fan of the mold. Tracks was one of my favorite Transformers because it was my first Transformer, so I had to pick this one up. Big thanks to my good buddy Jay for hooking me up with this one. He had an extra. He forgotten he had ordered it twice, so gave him the extra one. So thank you, Jay. And I was so glad I picked this up. It's a nice version of this mold, and just like the Prowl and oh, I didn't notice that. Yeah, okay, just like Prowl, Smokescreen, Silver Streak, it's always nice to have variants of a masterpiece mold. So there you go, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this video review. This has been the Transformers Masterpiece MP26 Road Rage by Takara Tony. Thanks for watching.